What's going on, guys? First off the line, 23 Panini Clearly Donruss NFL Trading Card Box Dutch Auction. Just started 450 going down to 150. This is a 2-hour Dutch auction with a 5-minute grace period. If we do hit that bottom out price, each level is going down $12.50. To get that number, just take 450, the starting price, with the bottom out price of 150, subtract that, and then divide it by the levels, which would be 24. Now that will get you your price. That goes down every 5 minutes. What's going on, guys? Hold the line. Rubbish products. I kind of like it. For me, it's about the downtowns. I like the price point of it, and of course, depending on what you're gonna do with it. Let's look at we're getting 5 cards per pack, 4 packs per box. One first offline exclusive auto numbered to 18 or less. One first offline exclusive parallel numbered to 10 or less. 8 rated rookies, 8 base cards, 1 insert, 1 additional parallel per box. But yeah, it really all depends on what you're gonna do with it. But I like with the chances of downtowns, the rated rookies. But I'm a fan of rated rookies and downtowns and optic. Yeah, definitely a cheaper product. We're looking at like pre-orders around 250 to like 275. eBay had them for 250 today. So if we can get them, right, yeah. So we're looking at what, 250. They already got it. Someone has it first off the lineup for 550. Yeah, that medium price about like 260 probably. This is last year's. Last year's sold out at, if I remember right, 216 and some cents. We're first off the line. I don't think it's going to get that low this year. One, we got with CJ, Anthony Richardson, and just the draft class. 2, we haven't had football. Seems like for a minute. We don't got optic until the end of next month. So this kind of will hold us over. Definitely a great breaking product with the one, it's not a lot of cards. What is it, 20 cards with 4 packs? It was really just like, like a 1-pack box. But yeah, we will have to see where it goes. Can it get close to pre-orders? Some of the football, just like basketball, has sold out a little bit higher. I'll have to see if with no new releases, will it sell out a little higher, or will that like 300 mark, or does it get below where pre-orders are at? Does it keep on going? And with it only going down $12.50 per level, this isn't gonna, if you like it, let's say you like it at 275, do you like it at 287 and 3? How many levels are you willing to go up? That's not going to break the bank. And of course, it all depends on how many boxes you're getting and what is the reason you're doing. 16 boxes per transaction. That is a case. So yeah, fun little product. Hold us over till Optic. Optic's going to be fun next year. Or next month, excuse me. But yeah, it's 200 Dutch auction. We're at 437 and 50 cents. $12.50 is going down each level. But yeah, we'll have to see. Hold the line is correct. If we go to, let's see what Wax Stats says. So clearly, two. You know, I think not a lot of movement. Oh, you did nice, nice. I don't think I've got it yet. That's good. I think I'm supposed to get first off the line select today, so I think they're 1 day in it. 1 day in it. So we got some yesterday with Crown Royale. I don't know if you guys ripped any of that. Kaboom hunting. Kabooms. Fun little product. Expensive, but fun. With Tim Duncan autos in it. So we're looking at about, most shops are around 260 to 275 right now. With, I mean, you might be able to find some more places around 250 for a regular hobby box. It's right now. But yeah, photogenic, are we going to have the issues that we had with photogenic with all those? Now, I think it would have sold out in the 400s, but with all the issues the site was having, it let us buy more at lower prices with photogenic. So sometimes when Panini's site is fried, it's actually good for us because not everyone can buy, not everyone can get items in their cart. So 250. I don't think we have anything else on coming up. Let's see. Just look at. I like to check both Waxstat and Google just see if there's any discrepancies. You just never know. And sometimes, you know, sites will change their prices. It doesn't show. So 275, one auto per box. Well, let's see what still has. What it's like. So we got 275. It's just the same stock photos. But this is clearly, so it's on an acetate base, so you can see through the cards. Not everyone's a fan of these. A little bit harder to grade, but a lot cheaper. Let's go to Giant. 262. Yep, 262 still. So yeah, not 260 to 275 range. 250, the best price we've seen so far. One auto, one insert. But yeah, it's gonna have all the same, like for the most part, like all the same inserts as Donruss and Optic. I just ripped a box of 2021 the other day. I got a Builds My House to 10. Hey. Here's pretty what. Right, yeah, it's yeah. For some reason basketball we get more eyes. I think once we get closer to the number that we're looking at, we'll probably have more eyes on here. But the basketball, even if you're looking at a lot of the videos, basketball videos of these live streams that people watch later on, the basketball ones usually get more views. Is basketball really more that popular? For me, football is more popular. Like I get more amped up for football than I do basketball. If I'm looking at when we're breaking, I mean, lately since we haven't had new football products, basketball stuff has been filling up a little faster. But it's usually football for us is number one, then baseball. It goes back and forth. I mean, I think we've probably done more baseball breaks, but that's mostly due to like Flawless and National Treasures. We did a lot of those. But football and then basketball and hockey. Hockey is really hard to fill up for us. Uh, but for me, I like football. I like football first, and then basketball or baseball. And I think it's right now with the hype with basketball. It's like, the Spurs are going to be super big, or the Southwest Division is going to be super big because of Wemby and the rest are down here. And, someone always buys that spot, and then it can take time for the rest of it to fill up. Yes, yeah, expensive week. There's been some good releases. But that's all right, right? With photogenic select basketball, there's been some good stuff coming out. Pop Century, I don't know if any of you guys are in the Leaf. Pop Century comes out on Friday. That's a fun little product. A lot of big names, celebrities, musicians, comedians. Not everyone's a big fan of Select, but that's one product that I really like. So I think we got like Mark Wahlberg in that, Al Pacino. Right, yeah. Optic blasters are definitely it's crazy because if you look at, we haven't seen this with a product except for megas. Megas usually sell out super quick, right? And it's usually a limited quantity. But Optic this year, compared to any of the other blasters usually sit for a little bit. Megas sell out super quick. Everyone was locked in on blasters. They got botted. They're still being botted right now. And even with their security, a lot of accounts are, after 2 orders in a 24-hour period, everything's canceling after and it's still selling out. So it's interesting to see. Is it because it's downtown? Is it because of CJ? Is it because of we haven't seen any like a football product that we have been waiting for? I think kind of maybe a perfect storm. It definitely reminds 2020, 2021, where everything was being botted. Everyone was going for it. Everyone's going to the stores, camping out. But yeah, it's some might say it's a good thing, depending on if you resell or not. If you're just looking to rip, that might not be the best when you're trying to get that stuff in. It shows that it's going in stock, but it's botted, right? It's super tough to go manual right now. But even like some of the restocks they've been doing where they've had high bot security, the shape is super high, bots aren't checking out, or if they are checking out, they're getting canned right away. They're getting canceled. And then the manual user can just go in. And it's weird because some accounts they can just keep ordering. But I think if you're tagged as a reseller, either they're getting canned all the way, or you can only get 2 orders for 24 hours. That's what I have seen, where you can get 2 and then it cancels after that. So you got to stop. Price on this product, man, I'm thinking like close to 3. That's where I'm gonna start looking at high volume, probably around like 350. Of course, I want it closer to pre-orders. Will it get under 3? I think anything in the 2s would be great. I'm okay to pay a little bit higher on this, just to have some. And that like 3 to 325, since it's only going down $12.50 per level, is not going to kill you per level plus the tax. Now it all depends on what you're going to do with it. If you're ripping it yourself, maybe you can buy it for a premium. If you're flipping, okay, you got to find those margins. Same thing with breaking, or if you're holding, you might be able to buy it a little bit higher. So, but they're only going down $12.50, and it's a cheaper box. Probably somewhere in that $300 range, give or take. Once we get closer and we start seeing like high volume, probably start cost averaging down a little bit higher. and then just keep buying X amount, however many that is, if it just keeps going down. Of course, I think anything under pre-orders, should be a buy. I mean, last year they sold at 216. Do they get that low unless there's some kind of issue? I don't think so. The drafts, the class are totally different. Yeah, if it gets to 220, like I would be very happy with 220. And I think that's where you gotta, like, depending on what you're doing. I think anything under where pre-orders are at would be definitely a great buy. I don't know, no problem. Pop Century is awesome, isn't it? and I'm not sure if you've seen the checklist this year. It's pretty good. I don't know if they got a checklist up yet for that. Let's see if they got Pop Century. What is that? 2024 Pop Century. If they don't, we can just look at some of the. Should all hold the line, right? No FOMO. Sometimes you FOMO. I FOMO'd a little bit. Well, like I said, I think without the issues on Panini for Photogenic, it would have sold out above 400. So, but when the price keeps going down, you're like, oh my god, I gotta buy more. Or you might stop and go, okay, just please sell out, please sell out. So let's see some of the Pop Century. Is this Pop Century? I want to make sure this is a 24. I got Joe Pesci. That was a big hit last year. Susan Sarandon. Clark. Oh, this is a cool one right here. Mark Wahlberg. Martin Sheen. I like Baldwin. How many autos? This is 12 autos. Clint Eastwood is in this. Gene Hackman, I think, is in it, right? Joe Pesci. Samuel L. Jackson. This would be a sweet booklet to hit. Chris Pratt. Ray Liotta, John Travolta, Salai. Definitely a fun product. And they're doing inscriptions this year. And this is tomorrow. Tomorrow it's releasing. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun rip. We ripped a lot of last year's. Let's see, they had Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was was a big one that we hit. Who else? Joe Pesci was a big one. Really cool product here. No FOMO. That's right. No. Sometimes it happens where you have a game plan and you're like, this is where I'm sticking to, and then people start buying. You're like, you know what? I need to get in on this action too, just a little bit, but. Stick to your game plan. Have some wiggle room in there. Make sure that this is the time to add how many you want to go for in your shopping cart to start out. Once it starts getting lower, that's where it's here you go. It starts getting harder to add it to your cart. Now, someone's having more success on your mobile app rather than to add it to the cart after you do buy. All right, so we got that. Here we go. Make sure you're logged in, that you got credit cards saved. I mean, it's not well, if you're waiting to the very end to buy something, it can be a big deal adding those, the card you want to use if it's not saved to your Panini account. So something to think about. Now, you can always buy an NFT pack or a Panini instant card. If you're buying one Panini instant card, I think they charge like $10 shipping, so it's actually cheaper to do an NFT pack for about $5-10. No shipping because it just stays on your computer. So we got that. right through 400. Yeah, we just want to keep going down. Keep going down. Going down $12.50. But yeah, we want to get these in the twos. In the twos, does it get there? Or is it more realistic on the low side of threes? Sometimes we do get surprised. We got select basketball tomorrow. So man, we've had some good releases. We had Bowman baseball. Those is it 55 Bowman anime cards? Those are really cool. Like I really like those. Let's see if we have a picture of those. Oh man, is it anime? Is it high school anime? That's not high school anime. How do you spell anime? 55? 55? You see, I'm not into anime. Oh, there's an N in there. There's an N. Ah, there we go. Those are super cool, aren't they? I hit a Jackson Holiday yesterday in a break. Yeah, those are super cool. Definitely stepping up their game on those. Let's see where we're at. Where are we at? Thank you, James. Thank you. I'm over here, can't spell. I mean, I did win 5th grade spelling bee, so there's something there. So we're at $400. Have we gone down? Let me refresh this. If you do leave your page, it's always good to refresh because your timer can't stop. Go 6. Now we're still going to be going into the threes on this next one. Going down $12.50. This is first off the line. Donruss clearly. Pre-orders around $250 to $275. Cheapest still on eBay right now. There, yep, $250. Going down to $387.50. What's going on, man? What is good? I think most of us are thinking in the twos. Like, I think that 300 mark. Like, it depends where we start seeing high volume at. So, I don't think we've seen it yet. I can start checking here. We're at 387. Like, I'm okay. Like, on the real low side of 300. Like, close to 300 just to start getting some. And then cost average down. With the pre-orders on the high side of 275. Now, could it keep going? It could, but we haven't seen a football release in a while, so you start buying a little bit higher. Like, I'm okay, like 312, even 325, I'd be okay starting to buy there. And of course, it all depends on what you are trying to do. Are you ripping, flipping, breaking, or holding? Those could all have a little bit different price points. And then how many are you buying? Are you only buying one? You just really want to get this product. You want to rip it. Are you buying a bunch, or you're flipping, or maybe you're breaking, or you're like, hey, I'm going to hold this product. But hoping that it gets around that 3. Of course, into the 2s would be where I really like it, and anything under pre-orders, definitely like it. And of course, if we can get it to that 150, full send, buying as many as you can at 150. I don't think that's going to happen, but if it did, I'd say full send on it. We're in the 300s. We are at 26, only 26 minutes, and we'll be at what, 375. Going down what, $75 every 30 minutes. So we'll be down. Will we be at what times? Let's just get to the hour. If you guys haven't yet, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We go live for all the first off the line drops. Topps hasn't had one in a while, but they have toyed around with a couple. Their Topps Now autos, and have they only done one release? Was it Bowman Sapphire? Yeah, so about $75 every 30 minutes. So we should be at what, 3 at the top of the hour, get the first hour. That's interesting. If they're thinking, I mean, this has to get to the second hour, right? 87.50 divided by, yeah, 7, yeah. So yeah, we'd be at 3. We'd be at 3 at the top. Going down $12.50 every level. You like it at 250? I like it at 250. That's like the low side of pre-orders. I would like, if it gets to 250, I would definitely buy. You're looking at what, 4 levels between 3 and 250. That'd be going into the pre-order prices. More members. Oh yeah, 250 would be great. You are right. That's another thing to think about. How far are we away from the floor? So could it? That'd be what? That'd be what? 100 divided by. It'd be 8 levels. So it'd be 40 minutes. So it'd be at the 20-minute mark, I believe. So we have 40 minutes left. Because that's something else to think about, where once we know there's only so many levels left, we got to start buying. So if it does start getting closer, so there is still 8 levels between the two, 150 and 250. Yeah, it's like, could it get below pre-orders? I mean, it could. Yeah, 250 would definitely be, with it being where pre-orders are at, in that 250. I think anything in the pre-order prices I like. This is for first off the line 2023 Panini Clearly Donruss NFL trading card box. We're at 375. Let's see if we get any high volume right here. Yeah, I'm getting right in. Right in. Hold the line. Hold the line all the way. Yeah, no issue there. No issue. 31 minutes. 29 minutes for the first hour to be over. It's a 2-hour Dutch auction. here. Hey, what's going on?
Tired.
You tired? Yeah. You watching your show? Yeah. That's good.
I forgot to tell my mom something.
Uh-oh. Whoa. What didn't you tell her?
I forgot to tell her can I call her in and out?
Okay, yeah, we can call her in a few. Is that cool?
Yep. In my iPad because her
Okay.
the M that is her name.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you. All right, so we gotta edit this here. Put that back. Okay, you do that. What's going on, guys? You are just joining us. This is First Off the Line 2023 Panini Clearly Donruss NFL Trading Card Box. I haven't seen a football release in a while. Well, it feels that way. Basketball. It'll be nice to. It's like a little appetizer before Optic, where it kind of gets us back in. I know Optic's gonna be. It's gonna be a fun Dutch auction too. I mean, Optic's has been going crazy in retail. Kind of cool seeing retail release before hobby. So you can kind of see it at a cheaper price, and then you can get into the hobby first off the line. Man, this Optic's been selling out online, in store, popping up everywhere. All right, we got 2 minutes. We're gonna be going down another $12.50. God. And clearly will drop next week. I think first off, though, most of us should be, if you did get select first off the line, it should be getting it probably today or tomorrow. Looks like they are one day. On here it says, I believe we're getting one. Let's see here. Look for one first off the line exclusive auto numbered to 18 or less. Then one first off the line exclusive parallel numbered to 10 or less. 8 rated rookies, 8 base cards, 1 insert, and 1 additional parallel per box. Yeah. It should be one auto. These usually have one auto in it for the clearly boxes, because it doesn't say additional, just says look for one first offline exclusive. If it's additional, they usually will say it like you're getting either additional or a bonus. Sometimes it can be confusing because they'll say one thing on the box and then they'll say something else down here. But usually on these we should be getting one, but it looks like it's going to be a first offline exclusive number to 18. And then chances of downtown. Gridiron marbles. All right, let's see here. We are at 375. Going to be going down another level here. About 362.50. Now let's see here. Let's see if we can get right in. We just want to get right in. Hold the line. We're still a little high. Has anyone started to buy already? I say this every time, but if we had a stock counter, we could see exactly where someone buys the first one, and then I mean, that there could be a game within itself, and we could see, all right, how much stock is left. That'd be, I think, very important to see. Plus, it'd probably create some FOMO too, knowing where the how much stock is left. Let's see here. right. Make sure you're logged in to your account. Get your credit card saved. The next thing to do would be put how many you'd want to buy that first round. Your first transaction is 1, 2. Is it a case of 16? So you don't wait till the very end. Now, if you are checking out, like if there's issues of checking out or getting to the cart, and you're not putting that quantity every time, it will go to that. If you only put one, it will adjust it. So just make sure you put the amount you want to order. Yeah, no issue right now getting in. Smooth like butter. Butter. Looking at just under about 2360 with tax. Reese, what's going on? What is good? If you bought now, you could definitely buy one. It should go a little bit lower. We haven't seen any high volume alerts. Pre-orders are around 250 to 275. I think we'll probably be a little bit closer to that. If you really want to get a box or boxes, you probably start looking like in the threes, the low threes. If you don't want to strike out, it all depends on what you're trying to do with the boxes. But with pre-orders around 275, we haven't seen high volume yet. Then are you buying multiple boxes? There's a couple different strategies that people can do. You can hold all your eggs in one basket. Be like, I'm gonna buy at this price at 250. Let's say it sells out. So, or you could be like, I'm gonna buy a couple here. So depending on what you're trying to do, could have different price points. I think on the safe side, probably like the low threes if you wanted. I think there's a chance once we get by that 3 and into the 2s, it can sell out at any time. At the same time, it could, with it being the bottom out price at 150, could it keep going below pre-orders? I think it could. $460, okay. Yeah, that's not them selling out at what, 216, I believe, last year. That's what we got them at. Totally different draft class, so those are things to think about. It is good to see where, but yeah, they had them last year. I'm trying to think of the year before. Did they have Clearly before that? They had them in 20. I want to say they did. If I remember right, that I did buy some in 2021. We're at 350. Let's see if we're having any issues. Let's check it.
Daddy,
What's going on?
I got some blood coming out in my nose.
Oh, from okay. Do you need help?
No,
No, you all right?
I got some more wounds.
Okay.
Yes.
You gotta be careful.
Mom. When I tried to call Mom came up to me.
Wow, she's busy right now. Okay.
Mom's gonna come back that cold.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Okay. All right.
Once I need you, I tell you.
Yep.
When I'm done with myself, I want a game.
Okay, we can play some games. What do you want to play, Street Fighter?
When I'm done with my game.
All right, we can do that. Now, let's see, 350. The little one wants to play little Street Fighter on Super Nintendo. A little Super Nintendo action. Got a little King Griffey Jr. baseball on there too. All right, yeah, I got right in. Looking at 379 with tax for 379. Oh, the last time I was checking, I had 6 in my cart. So when I said 23, So if we were just buying one, it'd be $379. So excuse me, last time you're like 2,400, and that's with 6 boxes in my cart for the last round. Buy now. Wait a second, is this sold out? No way, did it sell out? Holy smokes. No way. Is it what? No way. Are you kidding me? Wow. What just happened? No issues. Is this real? No way. Wow. No way. This can't be real. Man. 350. That's a little high, don't you guys think? I had no issue either getting in. Wow. And that's tough. Because I was thinking, like I said, I had a couple more levels before I was going to start buying. Right, but still, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Right. Yeah, it's probably one or two big buyers just said I'm gonna dictate the market. Yeah, that's super high. You're looking at $100 over, $100 over where pre-orders are at. We didn't even get to the first hour. Wow. No traffic, there was nothing, right? There was nothing going on there. There was no high volume and just out of stuff. It's not real. No way. I still had like I was thinking like 325 was I was going to start buying. Right, yeah. I mean, on the low side, we had it 250. Maybe just a couple more levels. Yeah, it's no way. There was no high volume, no issues, and then boom, out of stock. This oh yeah, these boxes are cheap. Yeah, especially with your first round of your allotment. You get them for nothing. Man. That's crazy. Nope. That's this. I was thinking it was going to be tough to get over 3. But man, $50. It kind of reminds me of Donruss Elite, where it sold out super high for basketball. $350 for first off the line 2023 Panini Clearly Donruss NFL trading card box. And I was just off a little bit. I was thinking like 300 to 325. Did anyone go for this in here? Did anyone grab a box or started to buy at 350? No way. Right, yeah. Missed, right, man. Right, yeah, no way. 350. Man, that's like, I mean, like I like Clearly, but it's not an optic, it's not a select, it's not a prism product. But I mean, maybe it's just lined up. Like I said, we haven't seen football in a while. We got a great draft class. It's a decent price point for the regular hobby boxes. Here you're probably looking at like breaks. You can put a lot more margin in it, right? So you can definitely especially you're breaking up like pick your teams. You can you can really put them whatever if you control the market. But even like, I know there's not a lot of boxes, but still, $100 over. It's I mean, I'm thinking like 25 bucks off because I was looking at like 325, 312. Start jumping in, buying a couple boxes, and keep buying each level down. So not too far off, but still, it is. If you're looking at where pre-orders are at, it's yeah, you can hit clearly downtowns in here, and these pretty much anything that's in Donruss, but. What is Optic pre-sale right now? Let's check. 23 Optic football hobby box. Well, the good news is didn't spend any money. The bad news, I wanted to spend a lot of money today. Looking at 850. Man, I don't know. It's probably going to be above 1,000 or really close to 1,000 for first off the line. And then to be on the safe side, do you buy it a little bit higher just to get it? So we're looking at, let's see, 9,000. I want to say these prices jumped, haven't they? Optic football. Right, yeah. Today so low, 850, so pretty close. Yeah, I think first off the line it has to go over $1,000. I think it's very similar with first off the line select basketball, because where were those at, like 758, and those sold out above 1,000. So yeah, I'd probably bank on above 1,000 to be on the safe side, to start buying above, and then maybe even buy a little bit higher on that. Ah, man. Bummer. I don't think so. Now, some people are saying that we could see with Stroud, Levis's, and Young's Fanatics contract is up. It's only a year contract. Now, what I'm hearing is that this got pushed back because of that. So, do we see? I mean, if they have autos in here, it just go through the roof. I mean, I haven't seen anything else online about that, but we'll have to see. I mean, either way, Optics is gonna. I mean, first off the line always is gonna sell out higher. Right, if that was the case, so we'll have to see. Because that'd be insane if we could have those guys autos in a real uniform, not in college unis or tops now cards. So we'll have to see if that's real. If that's real, that's gonna because these are supposed to drop what at the end of April. What were they, like 418, 419 or something? They got pushed back like 2 months. So we'll have to see how true that is. Right. Yeah. I guess it's not super crazy 350. I mean, it is. Like I was looking at closer to maybe three. That's a couple levels off. A couple levels. I at 350. I just wasn't. I wasn't feeling 350. But now you're looking at 350. Doesn't sound that bad. I would have still bought a 350 if I would have known it. Of course, we would have bought a 350. We would have known it would have sold out at 350. Oh boy. I mean, that's Dutch auctions. It happens. And you never know. Like I think the biggest is going against either bigger shops or breakers. That's who can just like I'm gonna buy them all, and then you got to figure out are they going through the same process as us, or do they have a guy at Panini, their account manager, to say, hey, I want to buy them all. I always wonder that. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I think after like release, we could probably see these. I mean, even at the price where they're at now, not a bad price for a hobby box. Um, Especially after if you wanted to wait till optic, I could see these maybe go down a little bit. But first off the line, 23 Panini clearly Donruss NFL trading card box sold out at 350. 350. Well, yeah, Joe, like all of us are buying stuff for different reasons, right? So, like, you have to like don't listen to me. You got to do what you know. I buy where I want to buy. Um, you know, we used data points from the past, the pre-orders. If you're not sticking to your guide, like you got to do your own research, and you got it. You got it, man. I hear you. It's definitely frustrating when you don't hit or whatever. So, um, I mean, that's why a lot of times I don't say where I'm buying because sometimes I might be buying really high or I might I just don't say it. I don't say how many I buy. I don't say what I'm buying and what the price is. Like I say, this is where I like it, but in the middle of a Dutch auction, things can change very quickly. Where you might say, you know what, this is going to sell out. I'm going to buy right now, or you see something. You know what, this high volume is way too high right now. You can't get in. Okay, I'm going to start buying here. Um, so yeah, you definitely gotta um because like your research can go out the window. FOMO happens too, where you're like, man, I'm just gonna buy, and you're like, man, now I gotta start cost averaging down. Uh, but yeah, it's definitely easy when people start buying or they're not buying. You're like, okay, I'm safe. I'm gonna keep going down, and sometimes like look at photogenic, right? That should have sold out in the fours. We had issues. It got all the way down to 343. There's no way that if there was no issues, we aren't touching that at 343 with Wimby, with everything selling high. Um, I hear you. I hear you. You know, yeah, like this here, like in hindsight, you're like, yeah, should start buying higher, right? Uh, and then if you don't hit, like the other thing, like for me, when I don't hit, I know there's going to be something tomorrow or the next day where I'm buying. So there's always like I am frustrated because I like I wanted to buy these, but guess what? I can put that capital into something else, and I'll be just fine. Probably probably make a better return on something else. Like first off the line, there you do get decent returns, but there's other stuff that I get that I get better returns. I just know people really like first off the line products, and it sells out super quick. Um, so Cool, I hear you. Yeah, and that's the thing is you can start FOMO where people are like, dude, it's gonna sell out right here. And then sometimes I gauge where you see someone who's like pushing it really, really hard in the chat. I'm thinking, are they really buying? Or are they trying to make it sell out? Are they so you gotta be careful where you see people jump in and they're just like pushing it really hard. You're like, do they want us to buy? So you got to be careful because we're just all people in the hobby. Yeah, am I an expert? I don't think so, man. I buy for fun of it and to make money. So, and of course, you're gonna have sometimes where you get burned on where you buy stuff, and vice versa, where you have awesome returns, and it's uh some of the retail products can do very well. Now, you have to have a buyer, you got to have a place to sell stuff. So, depending on who you're selling to, could have different returns for different people. So, now don't get me wrong. First off the line does very very well if you do get it at the right price point. Sometimes you're just putting up high amounts. Now, if you're looking at a lot of this stuff, you're getting like, I don't know, anywhere between like 10 and 30% returns. I mean, that's insane anywhere on any market. So just on other stuff, depending on how, like I'm looking at, can I get a better return on a blaster box compared to a hobby box first off the line? Now I have to sell a lot more of those, but stuff like that where what what's and like I keep track of all that stuff of what I sell, the returns, because then it's like, do I buy more of this stuff? Do I not? How fast did it sell? Um, and stuff like that. Hi,
Hello.
hey, what's going on?
It's my room.
Yeah, you just hanging out watching some TV? You ready to play some video games? We gotta go to school today.
Go today,
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm almost done. All right, high five.
because I'm almost there.
Oh yeah, why?
Because I think so. It is one mom.
I know. We'll call her. You're the best.
Like once you're done working, we will call her.
Yep,
In the car.
that's right.
Yep.
You just answer your phone. All right, cool. Oh. And then like some of the like the online exclusive stuff on Panini or Tops that you can find some good value there, and stuff that where you're not going to see anywhere else, where it's a one-time thing where there's not going to be a restock. Like First Off the Line does very very well, and people like First Off the Line. That sticker is people see that sticker. That's why I like doing this stuff, and doing these live streams. Right, yeah. Got back from Japan. I haven't been able to order anything in a while. I was ready to. I hear it. Right, right. We well, we will have probably something next week. Most like I haven't looked at I'll have to look at the updated release schedule. But we do got Optic football coming out here in a couple weeks, so get ready. Or a little over a month, I think. Was it 526 or 626? Right, yeah. I was getting ready. Like I had my quantities in the cart, ready to rock and roll. A couple more levels. I was looking close, just like $25 off. Oh yeah, yeah. Optic, yeah. You are. yeah, optic football is going to be huge for retail, or especially like everyone, like you can't find it anywhere. It's getting bought very heavily. It's it definitely feels like back in the day, like 2020, 2021. So it's good if you can get the product. It's not good if you can't get the product. So well, like on online exclusive, like Tops Now stuff, like I'm getting a bunch of the most recent stuff that I'm getting in is I'm getting, I think, tomorrow, the next day, those road to spring training autographs. Those are going to do really well. They did well last year. Uh, I got I got some. I don't know when they're coming. I think in a month or two. CJ Stroud autograph boxes from Tops. So you're looking at Panini and Tops stuff. Tops probably does more exclusive boxes. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff they've had. Any like the Sapphire stuff usually does pretty well. I mean, not all of it. Some of it can tank, but you just got to be selective with like anything. Right? Yeah, yeah. And the other thing is, it all depends on where you're selling this stuff. Like that's a big thing. Do you got people buying it or not? You got one buyer. Are you flipping it to the masses? Are you selling it on a platform? So it's not equal for everyone. Some people can sell stuff at prices you're like, that's insane that you can get that. And then you might have it on eBay or on Facebook or something, and no one will buy. I mean, it's the same thing with breaks or anything, right? Where one shop has higher prices, but their breaks fill every single day, and then someone's just starting out, can't get a break filled because people don't know who they are, and they got better prices. So it's just part of the game. But yeah, there's so many different ways to buy and sell stuff. And first off the line is something that you can do very well in if you get it at the right price. Same thing with that with retail. Not everything in retail or first off the line is going to do well. So you just got to be selective, and I think now you got to just be more selective. You think about when, like for retail, you were getting 5x to 10x on boxes, and people were just like, "Yeah, I'll buy them all." Spending like $100 on like a Donruss blaster, and you're like, "What?" Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's not happening as much anymore. I don't think so. But if you put the time and effort in, you can definitely still grind it out. But I think most just don't want to grind it out for $5 a box or $7 a box. But if you're getting 100,000, let's say you get 100 blasters or 1,000 blasters or whatever, and you're making $7 to $10, like, is that worth that to you? That time and effort? Some maybe not. And then depending on, are you just picking it up and giving it to someone else to break or sell, like, or are you selling it to 100 different people? Like, those are two different things when it comes to work, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna give it to you, okay, and then, or I need to go like drive around and talk to flaky buyers all over the place. Yeah, that's not for me. I don't do that. But first off the line, 2023 Panini Clearly Donruss NFL trading card box sold out at $350. A lot of us thought that might have been a little high, with pre-orders around $275 to $250. I was thinking closer in that like $3 to $325 range, so we weren't far off. Congrats if you did hit. And let's see, do we have anything else? Nothing on first off the line yet. We got select tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, I think we are good. Nothing. We'll have to see if anything else is dropping. What's up?
I think so. Are you done?
I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone. Is that cool? All right. And then are we gonna play Street Fighter? All right, let's do it. Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for hanging out. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't yet. We're on our way to 2,600 subscribers. We're rocking and rolling. Bye. He's saying bye. All right. All right. Bye bye. We're Matrix Sports Cards. Come check me out. I'll be live on eBay Live Saturday morning. Paradise Card Breaks. You'll see my pretty face in the
And
thumbnail.
I'm going Artsy Ninny.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because Mom, that is Jordan.
Okay. 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 All right. I'm gonna say goodbye. Okay. All right, and then you are the best.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys on the next first off the line Dutch auction. If you didn't get anything today, guess what? You got more money for the next one. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later.